Hello, and welcome to TheBlueShifting. I knew as soon as you stepped into this video that we're gonna have to do something a little different. My thoughts are, a little noir is in our future. That's a stupid intro, but we're doing it anyway. Welcome to this video. This is something new. I honestly am not entirely sure what to expect. It's gonna be based a little noir, which is, old school mystery detective type stuff. It's actually kind of a fun genre. I've never dived into like the actual books, but well, quite frankly, one of my favorite sources is on Whose Line Is It Anyway, when they do the noir scenes. That's one of the best. And the style is something I find very attractive. I've actually watched a few of the older movies based on it and the style, and it's pretty fun. Anyway, let's get started. I have no idea what to expect, so let's just see what happens. Patanoir, noun. An extended metaphor that creates its own content, that which occurs when a lizard's tail has grown to so long it breaks off and grows a new lizard. I have a feeling that's not a normal word. Pablo Lopez. He scribbles into a small notepad. And you are still taking your medication? Of course. It's a lie. You work much better without it. Okay. So I guess that's me then. Your office. On the office chair. Shadows huddle in the corners like dark pools of oil. The yellow light from the desk lamp does a little to dispel the darkness. A cigarette butt smolders in the ashtray, like the last embers of a dying campfire. A faint scent of smoke fills the room. Old case files covering the desk, reminders of past glories. The only other furniture is an old office chair. Yeah, this is definitely feeling very noir. Another one is if you ever read the Dresden Files, I think the Dresden Files kind of try and put a comical spin on a noir type style setting. A lot of his books will start off with him in his office and being confronted with something, but normally it's hilarious. But let's do this. The office door to the north leads to a corridor outside. Welcome to the Patanoir BlueShifting. This is a tutorial. Right, I'm going to read this and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, so if you read the text with me, essentially what happens here is it's going to be a type-based story, which is really crazy. Apparently, I can interact with pretty much anything that's in the above paragraph. So, for instance, we're going to start with desk. Oops, and press enter. Countless coffee stains mar what was once an impeccable wood surface. It's not pretty, but it serves your purpose. Stacks of old case files cover most of the desk, leaving barely enough space for a lamp and an ashtray. The desk contains a single drawer. A drawer might contain something useful. Type drawer. Okay. So, we're going to be having our hand held for a little bit because we got to figure out how to do this. It is a desk drawer. What more do you need to know? Oh, okay. I see how it is. Tutorial tells me type drawer, and then you're going to mock me for it. I feel the contempt. Typing the name of the drawer results in a description, but you probably want to know what's inside. Once you have examined an object, typing its name will make you interact with it. Interacting with something will perform a default action tied to the object. In that case, the drawer of this means typing. So, okay, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, if I type it again, the default action will happen. You open the desk drawer, revealing a revolver. A weapon might certainly come in handy. Type revolver twice to examine the revolver and then pick it up. Gonna get my typing skills up. It's a .38 caliber revolver. Served you well over the years, like a trusty servant, never leaving your side. Take it. Yes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you've gone. The default action in most objects is to pick them up, but other objects, like a drawer, have a different action associated with them. Interact with the drawer again, see what happens. You close the desk drawer. Well, that didn't work. The default action associated with the drawer is to open it and close it. I'll do my best to predict what you want to do with an object, but sometimes you may need to try something more unusual than the default action. To do this, you can specify the exact action you want to perform by adding a verb in front of the noun. For example, you can try and take the drawer by typing take drawer. This is weird. This must be what Zork was like, but with a picture. The desk drawer belongs in the desk. It would be silly to carry on the desk drawer anyway. Oh, screw you! I'm not liking this attitude from the tutorial. The game understands a wide variety of verbs, but the most common ones are take and examine. Okay, so let's remember that. Take and examine. The latter can be shortened to just X, so you can re-examine objects by typing X object. I feel free to experiment with other verbs. You never know what might happen. I have a feeling this has so many like secret endings. Some verbs don't require an object. For example, you can always repeat the description of your surroundings by typing look, or just L for short, typing L now. Alright, your office. So it's the same thing. Let's take a closer look at some of the other objects in the office. There's a cigarette smoldering in the ashtray. Try interacting with it by typing cigarette twice, or just take cigarette. If you can't be bothered to examine it closely. If you get bored of typing the same command twice, you can always repeat the previous command by typing G. Okay, so I want to do the description and then do G. You don't feel like smoking right now. I like how it tells me I don't feel like smoking, which is good though. Good for health and lungs. Cigarette doesn't seem to be useful. Remember I said that it can't interact with anything mentioned in the room description. The cigarette was described as being like the last of the embers of a dying campfire. But that's just a simile. Surely it doesn't count as an object. Why not give it a try? For the heck of it. Try interacting with the campfire and the embers. The fire's almost dead. Only a few smoldering embers still was here not long ago. That's hardly portable. That was fine. Not visible, no. Okay, what was it? Embers. You pick up on the embers from the campfire. There's a knock at the door. What the heck just happened? Type look to inspect the room again. Their office. Shadows huddled in the corner, dark pools of oil, yellow light from the desk lamp, dispel darkness, the old cigarette butt huddles in the ashtray. Old case files cover the desk, reminders of past glories, not like for to die. Okay, cigarette is now just a cigarette. What happened to the simile? You can always inspect what you're carrying, typing inventory, just I for short. Carrying a revolver, a figurative smoldering ember. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is literally like, based on descriptions, you can manipulate space-time and physical matter and create objects out of nothing. I'm a superhero. Dang, that's crazy. Oh, that's gonna make some interesting potential future things. You're now carrying the simile of a smoldering ember. Dang, never thought I'd see that kind of a sentence. You'll soon learn how that'll be useful. First, let's check out who's at the door. You can open the door by saying door twice, or just open door. Open door, because we do not have time for descriptions. It takes effort to push the chair away from the desk so you can get off. You really should fix the wheels someday. The door opens, and a tall man in a tuxedo enters the room. He looks like a butler of some kind. Looks like the case might be forthcoming. Try to interact with the visitor in the usual way. Butler. Tall, thin, impeccably dressed, in a tuxedo, a black bow tie. His face looks like it has been cut out of marble. No emotion is visible at all. Holy crap, that was a lot of text. How may I help? How may I help you? I don't know if I can do that voice. How may I help you? My name is Alan Jameson. His voice is hard as hard as his face, like a stone. I represent the Baron Arend von Bülow. You are Douglas Riley, the private investigator. You lean back in your chair, hoping to look relaxed and self-assured. That's right. What does the Baron want with me? I probably shouldn't lean too far back, be out of frame. The Baron, for some reason beyond my understanding, has decided that a private investigator is the most discreet way of dealing with a current problem. He has allowed me the courtesy of selecting one. And I take it you selected me? He raises an eyebrow. I haven't selected anyone, Mr. Riley. Perhaps you could tell me why you would be the right man for the job. Alright, noticing that interaction with people causes you to initiate a conversation. So with objects, you're free to try different actions. If you feel the conversation isn't getting you anywhere, try talking to Mr. Jameson again. Maybe you can convince him to hire you. Okay. Okay. I did something. Mr. Jameson, I can assure you that if I handle everything, I can assure you that I will handle everything with discretion. The only time I ever back out of a case is if the client turns out to be crooked, and even then, all I do is hand him his money back and get out. Under no circumstances will I reveal any information about the client to anyone. His demeanor is hard, like marble. It shines in the light from the office lamp, cold, dead, radiant. They all say that. Do you private detectives have a book with lines you use on potential clients? The conversation doesn't seem to be working in the case. Anyway, you can try talking to him some more, but it probably won't help. Let's try something different. Remember that revolver you picked up earlier? Let's check it out again. Oh yeah, that'll solve everything. Revolver. Like a trusty servant. Remember what happened with Smoldering Emperor? Try servant. Oh wait, that's the bell wrong? Yeah, I did. Oops. Not bad. Mr. Smith Wesson, your trusty servant, is at your side as always. He wears a gray suit and tie. Oh, that's handy. So, Smith Wesson. Good evening, sir, said Mr. Wesson. If you need me to do anything, just say something like Wesson and take the ball, or Wesson, attack the man. I will do my very best to fulfill your wishes. If you can't figure out what to do, you can always talk to me. I might be able to give you some hints. That's just bizarre. And does Butler take it in stride? Does that I just spawned on a person out of a gun? Curiouser and curiouser, as Mr. Weston just informed you, you can give him instructions by typing his name followed by a comma, followed by the action that you want him to perform. Note that giving commands, you will always need to use a verb to specify the action. Mr. Weston does not have any default actions. Mr. Weston's primary purpose, however, is to give you hints when you are stuck. Maybe I have some advice on our current predicament. Try talking to Mr. Weston again. He seems like a cool guy, sir. I bet the marble is to blame. Why not remove it? Of course, it seems we can't interact with figurative objects, so why not try the same with the marble that's making Mr. Jameson so hard? Oh, interesting. You can always ask Mr. Weston for advice if you get stuck. His advice is tied to the location you're in, so if he doesn't have anything useful to say, try going somewhere else and talking to him there. For now, let's follow his current advice by interacting with the marble. Marble. We're gonna learn how to spell from this. Exquisite white Cyril marble with black coloration. It's perfectly sublime. And we'll do it again. Taken. That seems to do something, but it's hard to tell if anything's changed. Perhaps you should take another look at Mr. Jameson. Since you have already examined him, typing his name will continue the conversation, so you'll have to use a verb. You can examine him again by saying examine Jameson or just X Jameson for short. Oop. No, I spelled it wrong. No, I didn't put the space there. Oh, I'm just falling apart. Okay. Tall, thin, perfectly dressed, like his face is ordinary. He seems like a kind, if somewhat reserved person. He no longer seems as cold. Try talking to him some more. Okay. Oh, that's so. Because just the name, the default is talking to him, not examining him. I assure you that he will not be. I assure you, you will not regret hiring me. I will serve the interests of the Baron at the utmost of my abilities. A smile lights up his face. I am very glad to hear that, Mr. Riley. You sound just like the person we need. Unfortunately, I can't just take your word for it. Do you understand? I just need some kind of assurance. You seem to be too reserved, even with the marble. Without the marble, maybe there's a way to make him warm up to you. Try checking your inventory by checking inventory, just I for short. The Ember. You're carrying a revolver, some figurative white marble, a figurative smoldering ember. The marble made him cold, perhaps the ember can make him warm. To use the object on another, you can simply type the name of the objects in order. Type Ember Allen to use the ember on Mr. Jameson. His eyes light up with a friendly glow. That's good, he didn't burst into flames. I seen the trick. Let's talk to him again. You can examine him. You can examine him first if you like. Nah, I kind of already can see what happened. Oh. Mr. Jameson, I believe this may be the beginning of a beautiful business relationship. He laughs heartily. Please, call me Alan. It's really... Oh, no, that's what I say. Sorry, I'm gonna redo that line. Mr. Jameson, I think this might be the beginning of a beautiful business relationship. He laughs heartily. Please, call me Alan. It really is a pleasure working with you, Douglas. Wow, that's very bold. Nice and non-formal. I am so glad I decided to visit you instead of going with one of the other people. They were all so glum and cynical. The pleasure is entirely mine, you say with a smile. Now, shall we go see the Baron? Of course. Follow me. Outside the mansion. Down here. The stately mansion of Baron von Bullio looms in front of you, like a sleeping giant. Light steps out from the single window on the second floor on the right. All the others are dark. 2 large mahogany doors guard the entrance to the north. The path to the south leads out the gate away from the mansion. Here we are, sir, said Jameson. If you will just follow me. He opens the doors and disappears into the mansion. That worked wonders, and I have a case and a large game to explore. Movement in the game is handled by typing in the direction you want to go. The directions understood are north, south, east, west, up, down, in, out. For convenience, you only need to type the first letter of the direction or word, except for in the case of in and out, where it is the full word that is needed. Full word that is needed. Sometimes just choosing a direction will result in a list of possible locations. Just type in the number of the corresponding location that you'd like to visit. That's all for now. Typing N will take you inside the mansion of the Baron, who wants to hire you. You can also return to your office by typing S. There's plenty of other stuff in the office. You should probably fix that old chair at some point, for example. Also, notice that the page right now describes pictures of the mansion. As you progress through the game, you will unlock illustrations showing the game world. By default, the right page shows the latest picture unchecked. If you would like to see an earlier picture again, you can type picture, followed by the name of the picture. For example, to display the picture of your office, type picture office. Typing pictures will list the names of all the pictures you have unlocked so far. That was a mouthful. If you need more help, the instructions menu following page will contain some more information about the game, as well as a complete walkthrough. Don't forget to talk to Mr. Weston first, though. He will usually be able to help you. Good luck with the case. Okay, so I'm going to go south and try and tidy up the office a little bit before we proceed. Alright, you walk the mean streets of the city. Rain falls from the sky, forming rivers and rivulets along the ground, drawing intricate shapes before disappearing down the drains. To the north, south of the office. Your office shadows huddle in the corners, like dark pools of oil. The yellow light from the desk lamp does little to dispel the darkness. An old cigarette butt huddles in the ashtray. Old files cover the desk, reminders of past glories. The only furniture is an old office chair. So, chair has caused the wheels in the chair. The rust has caused the wheels to get stuck. It would be much more comfortable if you fixed them. So, rust. The wheels are covered with a crimson rust, like coagulated blood. Something appears to be stuck on the inside of them. If you can move the chair, you might be able to get it out. So how about blood? Blood is turned to reddish brown substance, almost like rust. So blood. Taken. How about wheels? It's a good idea to fix the wheels, but you have to be more specific. How exactly are you going to accomplish it? Perhaps you could try to examine them closer. I don't know what I need to do. The wheels are stuck, something appears to be stuck inside of them. If you can move the chair, you might be able to get it out. Maybe ashtray? Ashtray. For carrying the oil, darn you! This is so infuriating. But it's so clever at the same time. Sorry, there's like a spider on the wall. You just stay over there, Mr. Spider, and I won't mess with you. Oh my gosh. What is this? Wait, what is this gem I've stumbled into? Okay. Whoa. This must be the soundtrack. What is Is this stock footage, or did they like film it themselves? What the heck? Recognize the darkest world with a finger. Huh.
Veteran of the meta worlds, it's time again to crack it.
It's cute. Yeah, it's cute. Well, Mr. Spider, you're really trying to make this an issue for us, aren't you? Sorry, guys. I really am being quite distracted by a spider at the moment. What to do with you? Need a big one too. Oh well. Anyway, enough of that. I must succeed at this. God, that spider's driving me crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go take care of that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know how you guys feel about the rights of spiders, but usually when bugs are getting in my face, we got this. Probably pretty cruel. I don't usually use it unless, like, they're being invasive. Looks like he scampered on me, though. Which is much worse than knowing where he is. Well, he's pretty darn big, so I doubt he's gonna hide for long. If he's smart, he will. But great. Now just hope that he doesn't find me before I find him. So he has really long, spidery legs too, but he's not a long legs. He's got a thicker body. Honestly, I don't know enough about the spiders here. I'm a little too new to the area to know for sure. He looks small, like too small to be a concern. But I'm going, because like the body's tiny, you know, like, so with his legs, he's like this big, but the body is like tiny, almost looks like an ant's body. Might not even technically be a spider, but he came down from the ceiling like on thread, so he must be a spider. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like not quite ready to just move on. Where did he go? He was off my desk. He must have known I was coming for him. Ah, there you are. Sorry, Mr. Spider. I almost feel bad. Oh, I doubt he deserved that, but he's freaking me out, and I don't know. I'm gonna try and dislodge this thing. I might have to come back, I'm wondering. Like, maybe I have to go and get something somewhere else first. Because I really think I've looked at this description, like, all the way through. Huddled in the corners. Corners aren't going to be doing very good. Dark pools of oil. I'll try pool. I don't think that'll do anything. Pool. Need some kind of character. I guess I need a container to carry the pool of oil. I imagine something really clever I've just missed. Okay. Well, you know what? Rain falls from the sky, forming rivers and rivulets. What's a rivulet? I don't even know. Rain. The drains falls the water as fast as the sky can dispense it. People are getting like strength but doesn't budge. Interesting. Well, screw it. We're going to the mansion. If I find a cup or something, I'm going back. I'm just gonna test everything with the words now because it's so fascinating. I want to see what I can get. Lights used from a single window on the second floor to the right. All others are dark. 2 large mahogany doors guard the entrance to the north. The path south leads to the gate. Mahogany. You close the mahogany doors. You open them. Okay. Alright, well, let's go in. The hall. It almost seems like a waste for such a massive entrance hall to be used to welcome a single person. The floor is a frozen lake of gray marble, cool beneath your feet. 2 sets of stairs lead to the balcony above you. Through the French doors to the northern wall, the black garden is visible through the moonlight. To the south, the dark mahogany doors. You see Alan Jameson here. Jameson ascends the stairs. Alright, frozen. The lake seems to have been frozen forever. You can feel the cold through your shoes. Oh, wait. What do I have? Wait, what do I have in my inventory? I don't have anything to heat it up. Interesting. Well, I guess I'm gonna go up the stairs. From here, you can see the hall beneath you. An iron railing prevents you from falling to the floor below. Massive oak wood doors to the path to the east. You see Alan Jameson here. Jameson opens the eastern door and enters. Iron. Iron. Okay, so I can't take the iron because it might make me fall. Alright, well, let's go east then. Bookshelves line every wall, allowing only the small space for the door to the west or another for a small window to the north of the wall. A thick, luxurious red carpet covers the floor. The air smells of dust. You see Alan Jameson here. The Baron sits in a black leather easy chair on the east side of the room. He's been reading a book, but when you enter, he puts it away at a small table next to the chair. A hint of something that might one day grow into a smile is briefly visible in his face. Oh, I like that description. Very nice. Mr. Jameson, you have brought the detective. Excellent! You may leave us. Jameson leaves through the door, closing it behind him. Baron. Thin, as though his skin had been draped over his skeleton with nothing in between. Dark blue eyes, like deep lakes, carved into his face. Lots of lakes so far described. What little is left of his hair is entirely gray, like the strands of steel embedded into his scalp. Ooh, steel. Let's see if I can get this steel. The strand seems to have been cut from a roll of steel wires, long and thin and sharp, and might be useful as a weapon. So, wire. Wire taken. Ha 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 ha! Is there anything else that we can take from him? Deep. The lakes are deep and dark. What secrets hide beneath the surface of the water, you wonder? Perhaps you should take a swim and find out. Swim? You dive. The surface of the lake approaches quickly until it fills your entire vision. The cold water surrounds you. Near the surface. What the freak am I doing? It is dark under the water. You can't see much more than a few yards in any direction. Above you, the sun shines through the surface. Below, darkness thickens. Below. So down. It is darker down here. You can't see much more than a few feet in any direction. A few fish pass by just outside your field of vision. From above, the sun shines faintly. What sun? Don't be silly. So, how about down again? Uh-oh. Did I kill myself? The darkness engulfs you. The sun no longer visible. You're floating in an infinite void, lost. A sharp smell of smelling salts puts you back in the library. Jameson is standing above you. The Baron is leaning forward in his chair. How are you feeling, Douglas? How are you feeling, Douglas? Asked Alan. I would hate to lose a new friend so soon. You brush him off. I'm fine, thanks. I just haven't had that much sleep lately. He shrugs. As you wish. He leaves the room, leaving you alone with the Baron once more. Well, whoopsies. Bookshelves line the wall, only a small space for the door at the west and another for a small window on the north wall. A thick, luxurious red carpet covers the floor. Carpet. Soft. How about red carpet? Okay, fine. It's not portable. We impolite the mess of the bear's share while I said I got it. Touche. Man, this thing's so cheeky. It's just a cheeky game. Okay, let's talk to the Baron again. The Baron takes a deep breath. His voice, when it emerges, is like a scratched vinyl record. I am glad you could come on such short notice, Mr. Riley. Douglas Riley. Mr. Riley, I don't normally deal with your kind, but I have a precious problem that will need to be handled with the utmost discretion. His voice trails off. What can I take from this? He said, vinyl. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Again. Slow scratch probably won't be very pleasant to listen to. Yeah, I got the vinyl. Alright, okay. Oh, whoa, I dove again. Up. Alright, anyway. Baron. I can dive into a lake at random moments. I really like this superpower kind of concept. It makes it a lot more fascinating. It might help, Mr. Von Burlow, if I knew what the problem was. He blinks. The lakes are briefly covered with clouds, then reappear. The dulcet tones of his voice caress your ears as he continues. That's very... Seems a little forced there. I bet you I can do something with that. Of course, you must excuse an old man. It concerns my daughter, you see. She has always been a free spirit, but now she has run off with the darned boyfriend of hers. Oh, sorry, I struggled with that. Obviously, the police can't get involved, but I need her found. If you could also convince her to leave the man, that would be perfect, but the primary goal is to locate her and make sure she's unharmed. Do you think you can handle that? I can't see anything I can work with there, so I'm gonna keep going. Can you tell me some more about your daughter and her boyfriend? Of course. My daughter's name is Lisa von Burlow. He shows you a photograph. She's 22 years old, much too old for this rebellious nonsense in my opinion. And the boyfriend? He sneers. I am afraid I don't have any picture. I only met the man once, but he's a drunkard Scotsman with a scraggly full beard. His name is Eric McAllister. You can't miss him. I have no idea what my daughter sees in him. I don't think there's much here I can really manipulate. How do you know they ran off together? Well, I don't know that for certain. I'm simply assuming, since they both disappeared at the same time. It's possible they're both dead in a ditch somewhere, but I prefer to believe that my daughter is alive. You must humor an old man. You shrug. Of course. Do you have any idea where they might have gone? He seemed to go to the they might be dead option pretty quickly. He laughs. A smooth, decadent laugh. I have some ideas. I know where they used to spend time together anyway, but I expect you to be able to figure these things out by yourself. You are a detective, right? Well, come on. You gotta try and be helpful. Mr. Von Burlow, I may be a detective, but I still need something to work with. If you won't give me any information, I'm not sure how much I can do. The lakes are still for a moment, and you detect a glimmer of something hidden in their depths. Then perhaps I should hire someone else, Mr. Riley. Oh, snap. What do I have with me? A revolver, vinyl record, figurative steel strain, some blood, and marble. How about... servant? Okay, I already have the strand though, so I need the weapon for something. Okay, how about the hall? Can I go backwards? Okay. Massive oak doors, east to west. Alan. So let's talk to Alan. See what we can do here. He smiles warmly. I trust you're getting along with the Baron, Douglas. I'd love to chat, Douglas, but you should probably talk to the Baron instead. Can we go over a drink after a case, perhaps? Okay, so how about then we head south? Can't go that way. North. How about down? Okay. One seems like a waste for such a massive entrance to be used to welcome a single person. The floor is a frozen lake of gray marble. Cool beneath your feet. Two sets of stairs lead to balcony above you through the French doors to the northern wall. The black garden is visible to the moonlight. In the south, dark mahogany doors. How about north? Okay, so we've changed scenes. Opening the French doors. Grass here has been meticulously groomed. The strands are all exactly alike. The citizens in a socialist utopia. Like citizens in a socialist utopia. Stone paths wind through the grass like scaly snakes, going nowhere and everywhere. A fountain of white stone occupies the center of the garden, and in the center of the fountain an angel blows a silent trumpet. And a jet of water shoots into the air. The mansion lies behind you to the south. The air is cold and clear, like the justice we all seek but never find. Okay. Snake. Snake. Can't think of anything to say. You need to be holding the snake before you can put them on top of something else. Okay, so I'm about to catch snake. Can't even say I'm trying to pick it up. Oh my gosh. Good grief. I'm at a loss. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, well, there's a dark tube behind the doors, got the entrance. Oh, wait. Final. Okay, let's disturb it. Structure seals. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. Attack. Giant needs to be cut from little wires. Wire. Giant. Wire. You poke the giant with a sharp steel strand. The giant absentmindedly swats in your direction, but doesn't wake up. Maybe you can find a way to make the strand hurt more. Great. Fetch, this is tough. Well, I know that. We can't do that. You skewer the nearest snake with a steel strand. The snake writhes in pain and flees from the guard. The other snakes follow its example. Awesome. Okay. Just take the mana from the fountain, sir. It looks delicious. Piece of white mana. Taken. Okay. Trumpet. Angel's eyes are closed. Wings spread behind it as if preparing to take off. The trumpet has been emptied. Because if I remove it from the fountain, it would be way too heavy to carry around. You should take a scale from the stone pasture. It might be useful later. Okay. I'm relying on it so much. Alright, we should go south. Okay. Oh, I was on the right track, dang it. Ember floor. Ice evaporates as the floor bursts into flames. The steel strand grows red hot from the fire. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now we go south. Steel giant. Red hot sizzling strand sizzles as it penetrates the skin. The giant roars, scrambles to his feet. Its eyes ablaze with rage. It turns around looking for its attacker, but luckily it seems to be looking for someone of the same size. It doesn't notice you huddling at his feet. He seems angry. You should probably avoid attracting attention to yourself. Hide? Okay, what do I have in my inventory again? Okay, so how about we go back north again? Okay. Yeah, the marble turned to a color. Interesting. Okay, so I want to get the ember back. Oh no, I lost it? Fetch. Wait, maybe the steel glowing. So let's try and go into the lake again. Oh, whoa, I'm in the bedroom. Oh my goodness. Small dresser has a light lamp crammed in the corner next to the bed. Apart from these things, room's entirely empty. Window to the south provides view from the garden. Large lamp, and someone manages to light the entire room. A proper lampshade shields your eyes from the light like a white cocoon. How about cocoon? Interesting. Should be able to contain. Okay. I should go into the corridor. Wait, no. That was wrong. That was wrong. Cocoon, oil. Oil. I put the oil in the cocoon. Okay. Now I have the oil, I can then wheels. Oil. Okay, oil. Lamp. You can also use the marble to rust-proof the wheel, sir. If you lost it, it should be back with Jameson. Okay, so okay. It's good to fix the wheel. So it looks like they've been cut from gleaming white marble. Ah, I don't know what I'm doing. Try moving the chair. So move chair. Push the chair to the side, revealing a coin that's apparently been stuck to one of the wheels. Coin. A shiny penny, which has apparently been stuck to under the chair for quite some time. On one side, it's been crushed, making it sharp as the blade of a knife. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, fetch. Okay. Screw it. Okay. That's all we're going to have time for today. Oh my gosh. You are not going to believe how much of this I have to cut out. Pretty much just me fumbling around like an idiot. But this is like insanely like creative. I wish I were cleverer. I think I'm getting the hang of it, but I'm still falling short in a few areas, and I kind of am using the servant as a crutch. But hopefully that'll change. Let me know what you think of it. This is fantastic so far. I'm thinking about continuing it, but I want to know what you thought about it. First of all, is there something I should try I haven't tried yet? Any advice will be great. And, you know, I'm going to try and make sure that you at least can see the dialogue. I should be reading most of it to you. I end up going back and repeating things a lot, so I'll probably cut up a lot of the repeats. But, anyway, you've watched the video at this point. You know what's in there. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been fun for me so far. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. But until the next video, I'll see you there.